Yo, it's your boy Alfie King, and welcome to another episode of the 106 Mile Podcast, everybody. 106 miles Chicago, gotta get there for dawn. Come on now, brother, you want my long. 106 miles, baby, hope you got some stories to tell. 106 miles, yeah. Yeah. How's it going? Come in. Get comfortable. It's your boy Alfie King, coming to you live from Pirate Studios. But this is not live from London. This is Pirate Studios Reading. Now, I was having a look. I was thinking of getting some, they say go. I saw a thing with Gary Barlow, actually, years ago that said whenever he needs new inspiration, he goes to a different studio. Even if it just looks a bit different, it's just something fresh and something new. So I thought I'd have a look. Saw there's one in Reading. It's about the same distance from me from the London one. I thought I'd come check it out. And to be honest, it's a lot bigger than the London one. And it's a lot cheaper too. But anywho, just had another writing session. Trying to keep that consistency. It's something that, again, we'll start off with the gym stuff. So I've been going to the gym. Did all my sessions this week. Kept getting stronger. Lost weight. Finally now, again, doesn't matter how much you weigh. Whatever you're happy with, and you get body fat percentages and there's a million different things. But anyway, for me, I wanted to try and I know when I'm 200 pounds, I'm a big 200 pounds, and it's like not solid muscle. I'm not a UFC fighter. So went to 200, just when COVID was, the gym's starting open again. So I thought, right, let's try and work this down a little bit. And over the last, I don't know, 2 months, something like that now, got it down to 190, and then we finally hit 189. I was fucking so happy. And one of the biggest differences, like I say, I just lift 3 times a week, and then on the off days I do the walking. But I've tried to get 10,000 steps a day if I can get it in, and I think that's what's making the difference now. Again, the strength's going up, but that will stop because I'm trying to cut weight eventually. I'm just getting some kind of newbie gains going on in there. So there was this thing with this guy in the gym today, and man, really fucked with me. Guy in the gym with his kid. I understand. People got to do what they got to do. Sometimes you got to get a workout in, bring the kid. Kid was about 15. Kid could have been doing a workout. But they weren't. They were just kind of mulling around. But whatever. The thing that got me was the dude was wearing jeans in the gym. And fine, man. I understand sometimes you just got to get it in. But really threw me off. I was working out and I was like, it just looks so weird, somebody working out in jeans in the gym. But anyway, no judgment. And I finished work out in the gym and all the rest of it. And I was walking through town to go and buy some egg whites for dinner, put into my meals and stuff. And there was some other dude jogging in jeans. And I was just like, is this a thing I don't know about? I was walking around in shorts. And people think I'm practically naked out there in the world because I'm not wearing jeans. Maybe this new jean thing is a thing. I don't know, man. But it fucking struck a chord with me enough I wanted to talk about it. But anyway, rolling on. Main point about me talking to the gym again is the consistency thing, and it's in the book The War of Art. Great book to read, and it talks about the resistance. I know these themes we're going to keep revisiting because, like me, if I knew what I was supposed to be doing and I just did it like that, then do you know what I mean? We'd all be millionaires and all the rest of it. I fall off the wagon and I come back and I just think, oh, I've stopped being consistent with something and going to the gym even when I'm sore and all the rest of it, and it's progressing. And I was like, this is the same I feel with anything in life. If you want to progress, this may sound real dumb to some people, but you have to put in that like hour a day consistent build. And again, today came to the studio, came to Reading, and I was thinking like, I didn't feel as bad as last week. Last week I was like, this is a waste of time and a waste of money. Why am I doing this? This week was more like, I haven't got anything to write about. I haven't got like a burning thing to write about. But yet, as soon as I came in here, I came up with this like, I will post it on Instagram because, man, you got to upload that content, baby. But for me, it was like bends and stuff, right? So as a blues player or a guitarist in general, you kind of have your bends. Now, this is all being picked up on one mic, so you can either really hear this or not hear this enough. I apologise. But so for me, if you're playing the standard blues scale, which is like position 1, and I get paranoid that I play in position 1 too much, but that's just fucking your brain for you. So I kind of have my bends, right? These are the bends, baby. So on the highest string, that... Do you know what I'm saying? That's one of my... I do it all the time. Or the next string underneath it, the B string, go... And then this one, which is the G string, the one underneath that. Now you're going like 1-3. If this is your 1, like, yeah, because you're in the first position. and then you get the blue note there. So you go, because when you're bending, you're just bending to another note. So when I go, all I'm doing is going, no, sorry. I'm just going, or, no. When I'm going, I'm just going, but in like a different kind of way. But you know what I'm saying? And I have my bend that I always do, like, I'm just holding, I'm doing this bend, the one on the B string, but I'm just playing the tonic. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and I was thinking, like, I hear these different bends sometimes, and I'm like, I hear these different bends that I can't do necessarily. Like I was saying with the Stevie Ray Vaughan like a few weeks ago. Never knew what that was for years. Used to listen to it. And I just tried to learn it one day. And this is the thing. I think I'm a terrible musician or whatever. And it's not. It's because I haven't learned anything for a while. And you get bored with like what you can play. So you don't think you can play anything. So anyway, going back to that G string. That nice blues note. Now, what I was doing is going, oh shit. And that, as soon as I sat down, I was like, let's just try and bend something you don't normally bend. And that was this whole song. So it was like, fully loaded gun, there by his side. Why can I see fear there in his eyes? Whoa, baby, what have I done wrong? Whoa, baby, he's about to end my song. Whoa, baby, can you? Anyway, so, but it was that whole bend, like, and you can either just keep this where it is and bend that, or you can bend both. And anyway, it was that kind of like, oh shit, and then I wrote this jam, and I dig it, so I'm real happy with that. So there we go. Next topic of conversation I was thinking about is the fact that I was the crypto genius cowboy for a second, and it all went to pot, didn't it? If anybody's been watching the charts, load of whales and the FUD, the Armour FUDs out there. This is the thing. It's like whenever my friends say, "Oh man, how's the Bitcoin going, man? How's your Doge?" I just say, "Nah, it's the FUD and the whales, man. FUD and the whales." So FUD is like the fear that's spread by multimedia, news people and all the rest of it, or like stupid stories that people will post, and they have no like actual relevance when you dig into them, or like because they've said Bitcoin's going to crash like 400 times since it started, so it's like a ongoing thing. Or the whales, which are like these giant companies who come, like Tesla's a whale, right? They came in and bought billions, again, not financial advice, but Elon, if you're listening, but you have this thing where it's starting to take off, industries are getting involved, it's going into ETFs, exchange traded funds, all this kind of thing, and these whales think, man, we need a piece of this action, but it's too expensive, what do we do? So then they already own Bitcoin, but they like flood the market, they sell loads of it, and then then they have a FUD, they have like a FUD story going on, like the how much power it takes to run a Bitcoin, all that stuff, and then everyone's like, shit, sell the Bitcoin, and Elon's saying they're not going to take Bitcoin anymore, and it dives. But again, it could dive because it should dive because it's not valuable for whatever reason. But I'm holding out. And this is the kind of gambler's thing, because the gambler never tells you about their losses, right? So when people ask me how's it going, I'm like, yeah, man, it's the FUD and the whales. FUD and the whales. And inside I'm like, please come back, Bitcoin. But it will. It's going to be fine. Now, Doge, on the other hand, I ain't fucking know. Because the Saturday Night Live happened. Doge went up and up and up. And they said, sell it. Just sell it now because you can sell half and keep half and, And I didn't, because I thought that he was going to say it was going to be on Amazon or something, or it was going to be some big. I thought Bezos might be on it, and I knew, but at that point I knew I was gambling, because I knew that I probably should know better, and I left it, and it went. Poof. And then this is the thing with crypto: you think, man, that's fucking dead, and there's my money gone, and it wasn't gone. It actually went back to what I put in, because I was just lucky, and then it kind of went on for a few days, and all the price goes down. And then obviously whales come in and buy some, and the price goes back up, or whoever, people come buy some, goes back up. And then Elon comes out and says, "Yeah, man, I'm working with Doge. We're going to make it more, power efficient and economic for the environment and shit." And the price starts going up. Now it's not back to where it was, but this is what I'm saying. It's kind of like, hang on a second, are people like Elon bugging on Bitcoin? The Bitcoin goes through the floor, people could buy the Bitcoin, and then Doge has already dropped, so then he says like, oh yeah, I'm going to make it more economic, I'm working with Doge, and then he goes, see what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that I can come back and be like, oh shit, Alfie King's a millionaire. He did it right. But who knows? And again, this is all money that I can happily lose. It's not, I'm not paying my rent on that. It was just a fancy that I had, you know, whatever, 6 months ago or something. I thought I'd have a go. So anyway, man, moving on to the album of the week, because as always, I've had my writing session, so I'm running out of time. I'm going to do it straight off my phone today, so excuse the informalness. Album of the week. Okay. Etta James at last. Thanks, Big K, as always, for doing us the double-double. We had to slide it down to a single because we're trying to cut the weight. Nah, because I just haven't got time to listen to 2 albums properly during the week. But At Last by Etta James. What an album. Again, if you haven't watched Cadillac Records, go and watch Cadillac Records. It's such a good movie. Beyonce's in it. The guy out of Hunger Games, who's the smart dude who thinks about how to get electric into the grid. He plays Muddy Waters. Amazing. Howlin' Wolf in it. Amazing. Just everyone in it is ridiculous. Chuck Berry, that was sick as well. Again, you kind of have At Last, which is just a timeless classic. All I Could Do Is Cry, another fucking standard. It's just amazing. I Just Want to Make Love to You. That when you listen to it, you're like, oh shit, there's so many hits in this. Trust in Me. Now Beyonce does a sick version of that on the film where I think she just says to one of the characters like, trust in me in all you do. It's amazing. Anything to Say Your Mind. It's ridiculous. Listen to this album. Spoonful's like a Howlin' Wolf, classic that she did a cover of. And this is the interesting thing, because in a way it's kind of like, now, obviously she's a blues musician, but musically when you look at things, you go, oh, these aren't 12 bars like the 12-bar blues progression and stuff. But it's just like, nah, man, again, it comes down to the feeling and the passion, not necessarily the mathematics of what you're playing. And it's just like, fuck, man, it's blues through and through. Now, Spoonful, obviously that is blues because that is like a blues standard. But again, there's kind of this, I'll be interested to look at the dates because it feels like there was like this sound, it's like early soul kind of big band, well, not big band, but like the strings start coming in, like early Motown influences, like that influenced Motown later on. And the same thing I think about Ray Charles albums, where all of a sudden he opened up and he went from being like a standard band you would see in a bar back then to like string sections and this like big sound. And I wonder if it was at the same time or if she influenced like Chess and that influenced Ray Charles and stuff later on. But again, it's kind of back then I imagine it was a very revolutionary album for how the production was done. Just listening to the other Chess stuff. But hey, sick. And I'm going to now cut to what it is next week because I always forget to look before I speak. So bear me 2 seconds. Oh, damn. So next week is Magic Sam, West Wide Soul. Oh, damn. Now, I know a few songs off of this, and I know he goes quite left of field, like musically and stuff. So that's going to be real interesting. So check it out if you want to listen with me, and you can see what I think of it. And I won't know what you think because it only works one way. But anyway, finishing with something that I did this week at work. So I have another life. I work in technical sales and I sell big speakers to people and little speakers too, for installs and trade stuff. I had to do a read. We had this hot new product that isn't on the market. It's all very secret. And they were like, yeah, do you want to do a video for us? And I was like, yeah, man, I'll do one. Because I'm used to doing this. I was like, I can do a video for that. Didn't realise that it was going to be scripted. And I had to I got sent the script like the night before, and I was like, I haven't got time to. Well, not that I haven't got time. There's no way I'm going to memorise all this tonight. And I turned up for the shoot on the day, and it was like proper film set with all the cameras and shit. And I was like, oh fucking hell, Jesus, call me Lee Anderton. And they said, yeah, here's your script. And I looked at the guy because I know the guy. I work with him, and I was like, bro, you want me to just read that and like remember it, and then like in my head I was like, fuck. And he was like, no. All the stuff in bold, that's it's going to be B-roll. Like, you know, they have shots of the products and stuff and you just talk over it. And I was like, oh, thank the Lord. And then we had to I wasn't too bad, but we had to cut it down a little bit because there was just so much technical stuff that I was like, I couldn't remember. But when it gets released and it's all official and it's on the YouTubes and stuff, I'll post a link in the description of the video at the time. I'll mention it again. And you can see me being super like, hi, and welcome to the blah, blah, blah system of blah, 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 and try and remember these words. But there were so many outtakes of me just going, fuck, because I just kept getting it wrong. But little interesting things, man. It's funny how, like I say, you haven't necessarily got to be the best musician, the best writer. Oh shit, book's starting again next week. I will start writing the book again next week. Give you an update next week. Promise. Held accountable. So it's not about being the best thing. It's about what comes next, what comes next, what comes next. Like I say, when I started the gym when I was like 18, I was terrible. I did like something, and then I got stronger, but not really, and all the rest of it. And then later on, my sister, who's a fitness instructor, wanted to start doing a class, kettlebell. So I went and did that and got stronger in different ways. And what I'm saying is you kind of compound over time and you become what you need to become. So don't, like when I write now, I get bummed that I'm not a very good producer, I'm not a very good whatever, my songs are shit. But again, it's like, it might not be this band that you're in. It may be the stuff you learn from this that you'll take to the next band and then take to the next band, and then that's going to take off. It may not be this book you write, but this book will teach you better on the next. Do you see what I'm saying? So you've got to put in the fucking time. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm as bad as this as everybody else. So really, I'm just talking to myself. But you just got to put the time in, because you never know. You've got to keep the channel open. You never know when you're going to fucking get the next thing. Because you might write a song, listen back to it and be like, man, my guitar playing's just like so, I don't like the sound of it for whatever reason. And that spurs you on to go and learn a new style of chords or listen to some new stuff. But you would have never got there if you'd have been too scared to write the first song in case it was bad. So you've got to write the bad ones, you know? But anyway, man. Next week, I got some special merch I'm going to be showing y'all. It's not for sale, but somebody made it for me. And it was fucking amazing, but I've got to bring it today. So next week, I will bring it. Talking about bringing it, I'm going to bring this song home. So, oh, and after this, I'll play you a clip from what I sang earlier, but like with drums and stuff. I've been Alfie King, and this is the 106 Mile Podcast. I hope y'all enjoyed it. 106 miles Chicago, gotta get there for dawn. Come on now, brother, you won't ride long. 106 miles, baby, hope you got some stories to tell. 106 miles. Yeah. Fully loaded gun strapped to his side. I can see the fear there in his eyes. Tell me, baby, what have I done wrong? This guy's about to end, and my song. Oh, baby, won't you? There's something crazy going on, something bad going down in this town.